Hello everybody, my name is Pasadenazorro, and this is a second video series that I'm going to be doing. The first series I did was my little exploration playthrough, so to speak, of the religion and the espionage features of espionage, that's a word, espionage features of Gods and Kings. And I was just kind of toying around with it, seeing what was what. This time, however, I'm actually going to be playing for a victory, and I'm going to be playing the whole way through. And so I've ratcheted up the difficulty. I'm going to be playing on difficulty level King, which is level 5. It's just one up from the normal difficulty. I'm playing as Napoleon. I'll explain my reasoning in a moment. I'm going to be playing on Continents Plus. I like Continents. I'm also a big fan of the Terra map, just because it leaves you with a whole new half the world to explore, usually with resources that the old world doesn't have. But for this one, I'm just going to be doing Continents Plus. Game pace of quick, and just a few advanced rules. Policy saving. I like being able to pick and flesh out fully the policies that come in like the industrial era, but I never have enough culture to do that. So rather than just being stuck in the Renaissance, for example, having to pick a policy that I'm not really a fan of, I'm going to allow myself to save them for later. And I've also included quick combat just to speed things up. Quick movement isn't really that much faster, and it looks kind of jerky, so I'm not that much of a fan of it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to go for. All victory types are available, 12 city-states, and I will explain why I am playing as Napoleon after the old man has finished talking. Old man?
Long life and triumph to you. First Consul and Emperor of France, Napoleon I, ruler of the French people. France lies at the heart of Europe. Long has Paris been the world center of culture, arts, and letters, although surrounded by competitors and often in...
Alright, thank you, old man. Okay, so I just recorded a video of this a couple minutes ago. I was in a terrible location. It was a little top notch of a continent. I don't mean top notch as in it's amazing. I mean like it was just a little notch, and there were mountains below me that completely blocked me off from the mainland, and it just sucked. It might have been 20 hexes big. It was terrible. So I was like, F that. My 3 viewers deserve better viewing than that, and so I reloaded it onto here, and I seem to have spawned into a kind of like an autumnal forest, so to speak. Alright, so as I was saying, the reason that I like to play as the French is because of this. Now, you might think, oh, it's +3 culture per turn. What does that mean? Well, typically, cultures only gain 1 culture per turn to start. The French, however, have a racial, I guess you'd call it, or a national ability that allows them to produce 2 extra culture per city per turn up until the advent of steam power, which is incredibly overpowered. This allows me to gain civics faster than everybody else, and it also allows me to speed up the expansion of my borders. That's huge. The French can take over a very large area of land with very few cities. And with the advent of the religion aspect of the new expansion pack, we can synergize this with some of the religious bonuses and really get cracking. So the first thing that I've decided to research is pottery. That'll get me a shrine and allow me to start developing faith. I want to be able to get faith up and going as fast as I can. The first 2 things I'm going to build are scouts. Because I'm getting the extra culture per turn, I don't feel the need to build a monument right off the bat. And I think that being able to run around and find as many ancient ruins as possible is a much better thing than going from 3 culture per turn to 4. It's not that big of an increase. And we could do something really cool like find an extra unit, or find a settler maybe, or get a population boost in one of my cities, or even a tech, and that's just great. Instead of that, though, I seem to have found some barbarians. Oh, barbarians. Why you gotta be haters? So I'm sending my first scout out to the west. These guys are going to go and dance with those guys, and I'm going to build a second scout. Yes, scout number 2. There we go. Alright, so here we go. So I've got enough culture to start a new social policy. Liberty, boom. Brings me up to 4 culture per turn, just like if I'd have built my monument. Aha! So there's some ruins. Hopefully that pans out in my favor. I am losing those fights. I'll have to fortify. I don't know why it's lagging like that after a unit's turn. It was doing that last game, and I'm not happy about it.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou?
Well, the clay might say that to him that fashioneth it. Aha! As I was saying, improved weapons. So this looks like a... this is a mixed bag. It's not really... There's hills and there's not hills, and so I'm going to go with open, and I'm going to tell them to heal up until they're all nice and good. What I am going to do is I'm going to research the calendar. That will allow me to get Stonehenge, which is a huge boost to early faith. Aha! So I've encountered the Danes.
En ny udfordrer. Harald Blåt han byder dig velkommen til sit land.
That's probably fake fur. Alright. So good enough. You guys are up there. That's alright. I'm part Danish. We'll get along. We'll be friends. So, I want to build my my shrine in 5 turns. That'll lead right into Stonehenge. By then, I should have enough culture for my first real social policy. And hopefully, that will lead into great things. I'm going to go and try to speed my free settler as fast as possible, because I don't want to take any time from Paris's building that it doesn't need to take. The free settler is also just crazy overpowered, and since I get it faster as the French, since I'm getting all this extra culture, you see how this these bonuses kind of work together? I'm a real big fan of it. Aha! So, social policy, Republic first. There we go. It'll speed a little production in the capital, and it will leave me with my free settler in 10 turns. So I'm going to keep exploring down here. We got some cotton down by a river with some sheep. I'm going to hold them there. These guys probably just want to explore. No? Okay. Alright. Go grab that. I've got an extra population in my city now. That's real good, because that'll speed up the building of the shrine, which is actually a little bit awkward. That messes up my timing somewhat. God, first world problems, right? Okay, so over here, I can go and attack them again, and this... What do I want to build? Nothing builds in a turn. Alright, well I'm just going to start building that, and then I'll cancel it later. And with the start of my new turn, I'm going to start building Stonehenge. As soon as I get these guys out of harm's way. Ah! I have found the Beringer crater. Cool. You will bombard them, and this changes to... Eesh. Yikes. Okay. So I defeat the villainous barbarians, I steal their gold, I take their sheep, and my people are good to go. Alright, so what else do I have over here? I have gold, and I have ivory. So I need either mining or animal husbandry. Mining is the most direct route to a luxury resource, so that is what I will go with. Now, Pantheon has already been founded. They gain faith if you win a battle within 4 tiles of a city. That's pretty baller. So whoever that is probably going to be causing some trouble. It didn't say it was the Danish, so I don't know what other rapscallions are making their way in my world here, but we will find out soon enough. Okay, so we're now 5 turns in until our free settler comes up. There's this big, like, dry patch here. It's like a desert. It's like planetary eczema, I think. That's the dry skin, isn't it? You got really dry, scaly skin. Because this is like the dry, scaly skin of the world. And that's kind of like a zit. So our planet needs some proactive. Or something, is what I'm saying. It probably has very low self-esteem. at Planet School. Gets picked on by the gas giants. Extraterrestrials bullying. It's the scourge of the 21st century. Extraterrestrial bullying. Exoplanetary bullying, maybe? Is that what I should call it? Exoplanetary? Because extraterrestrial bullying, it makes it sound like little green men. Or something. What the hell am I even saying? God. I just start talking and then I wake up and I'm somewhere else. Anyway, so animal husbandry now. We'll be able to go over and get the ivory. I now only have a few turns left until our free settler. Paris will finish Stonehenge probably in 13 turns. The population growth will probably get me an extra hammer working. That'll come in handy. I don't think anybody else is really going to challenge that construction being finished. I hope not. That would just suck. That would suck so hard. So down here we've got a little dangly snake thingy of land. That's a technical term. The geographical term. A dangly snake thingy. And I want to get this cast up till the second city. Like, that's what I want to do. Or, up till the second city and maybe... oh, and a pantheon. Well then. Well then! Okay, so now I've got my settler. Where do I want to put him? Now, I'm going to go right down here and go with this one. Religious settlements. Plus 15% faster border growth. Don't mind if I do. Back over here, we're going to go with trapping. That way we can get access to the ivory. There is really not a whole lot of great places to found a second city here. I could go up, have access to deer, and to fish, and to pearls. Okay, I thought that was, yeah, it looks like pearls. I don't know what I thought that was. And now I'm not going to go that far. Oh, wow, those are really good starting locations. But that is way too far away from my capital. I'd never be able to support that. Down here is also pretty good. God, I'm just getting the crappiest continents today. Alright. Well, I have lost too many settlers just bringing them up out of the city without an escort. So I'm going to wait until my warrior over here is good to go and available once again. He's going to be dealing with that brute. That brutish brute. And now, you know what? You can go. I'll leave you alone if you leave me alone. The unit needs orders, apparently. Ah, okay. So I'm going to move them. God, this is just bothering me. That's so much desert. Ugh. Okay. Well, such is life, I suppose. I'm going to have to build something over here to get access to the sheep and to the coast. There's, yeah. So another person has founded their pantheon. We get +1 from plantations. That seems weak sauce to me. I don't know how much culture you're going to be getting from plantations. But I do know that somebody is currently crushing me. They have 94 to my 58. That is rough. But we can come back. Fear not. We can come back. So I'm going to build here-ish, I think, or up here. Get a coast going. Okay. Actually. No, did I... Ah, damn. Alright. So, they're going to stay there. They're going to stay on the hill for the moment, just so they have a wider sight radius. My settlers are going to be on the move. And in 6 turns, we can build Stonehenge. Send these scouts around and see which is north of Copenhagen. Is it Copenhagen or Copenhagen? I don't know. Somebody help me out here. I'm going to start shooting them to bits. I've got more research. And I'm going to get into sailing. That'll allow me access to the pearls and to the fishes. The fish. The fishies. Channeling a little Swedish chef there. Bork, bork, the fish. Bork, bork. Alright, so they're at about half strength. I can promote a unit. I can... did I already do that?
Yeah.
Thought there was another unit. Alright. So, 4 turns until Paris is done building that. I can... Aha! There we go. So, they're in rough terrain. Hey, you! Catch! Okay, so they're going to be doing it there. This. Going to move him there. Boom. City. Move them in. These guys can keep exploring. God, I'm just getting shafted as far as my start location goes. So people are starting to pop up with a lot of pantheons here. And Paris is starving. Well, good. Why is Paris starving? Paris was not starving until recently, so what happened? This should not be starving. This is all the highest food. And until recently, like, this was fine. Damn it. Alright. So the scouts still moving around. So Copenhagen. Or Hagen. It's going to be chilling out over there. They're moving some spearmen around. Gonna build a shrine first. Get some religion going as fast as I can. Try to get a profit. So that's my continent, other than down there, and it doesn't look like that goes on for too long. That's what I'm going to be working with. Just this. It's going to be me and the Danes. Alright. So I have successfully completed, I hope I don't eat my words in 3 seconds, good. Stonehenge.
Everything grows old and is forgotten under the palm.
Okay. Now we are cooking with gas. As far as the third city, I guess it does have to be over here somewhere, as lame as this is. But, hopefully, through teaching, through example, I can help some people realize that even with a crappy starting location like this one, you can still build a civilization that will stand the test of time. Alright, so, I'm gaining 7 per turn. I will get a free worker in a moment. So now I'm going to finally build that monument. I am now making 6 religion per turn, or 6 faith. I keep calling it religion. It's not religion. It's faith. It's faith. Just gotta have faith. Okay, gonna move them down here. Choose my research, and I'm going to go with archery. Why not? He's completed the Great Library. Okay, you know what? There's a lot of stuff going on. With my second city built, and I've gotten my first wonder down, and I've explored my continent, I feel like this is a good place to call it. I've got a dude that's unhappy, but I'm back up near the lead. Essentially, it's a tie game. Even the bottom players can come up and come from behind. So I think that this is as good a place as any to call it. What I'm going to do over the course of this game is I'm going to, over the course of successive games, I should say, is I'm going to slowly ratchet up the difficulty, play on deity and emperor and so forth, and try to show that you can take these computers, even though they are essentially cheating. That's one thing that's always bothered me about the Civ games, is that increasing the difficulty of the AI doesn't actually make the AI better, they cheat. Like, they just get more bonuses. Which is, damn it, it's starving again! What? That's why. Okay, I see you. Get out of there. Yeah. You jerk. So, now I've got a free worker. Anyway, like I was saying. What was I saying? I forget what I was saying. Oh, I was complaining about the AI. Right, so even with the higher difficulties, you can win even with crappy placement. And that's important to know. Move them up there, they will start building a mine, and then we'll connect the cities, and we will start our inevitable march to victory. So, once again, my name is pasadenazorro. You are amazing for coming in and watching me play this nonsense, putting up with my shenanigans and so forth. So thank you very much for that. Like and subscribe if I'm really tooting your horn, I guess. Or actually, I don't think I can toot your horn. You got to toot your own horn. I'm just ridiculous. Anyway. Oh, no, run away. So, like I was saying, pasadenazorro, thank you for watching, and I will see you later.